This isn't nitpicking at this point, you know? What the fuck is up with this thing? Where in the hell did it even come from? When did it get here? Well, we find out when in another flashback that takes place the day before. And as always, the explanation we're given is somehow less helpful than no explanation at all.
That night, they found the fal'Cie in the Bodum vestige. The next day, soldiers sealed off the town, and we couldn't get back to Palum Polum.
Okay, 1. What the fuck is Bodum vestige? That term means nothing out of context. 2. What do you mean they found it? How the fuck do you miss this? It's 200 feet tall and it fucking glows pink! What, did it just sneak up on him overnight? But however, whenever it got here, how come not a single fucking person in this town seems alarmed by it? And even if it wasn't a fal'Cie, the most terrifying thing imaginable to everyone who lives on Cocoon, and it clearly is, but either way, if you lived in this town and you noticed this fucking bladed nightmare the size of the Seattle Space Needle outside your front door, you'd blow your fudge, man! It looks like it comes from hell! Looks like a giant nuclear fuck-off robot Ra's al Ghul. I wouldn't want to stand within 100 miles of this thing. I certainly wouldn't fucking live next to it. There's no way this is good news, you know? You'd think the mere suspicion of it being a fal'Cie would send these people fleeing as far and as fast as they possibly could. It's common knowledge the Sanctum is worse than the Spanish Inquisition about this shit. They'll purge anyone who even saw the fucking thing. Anyway, the military hits the completely oblivious town, taking it totally by surprise, forcing Snow and Sarah to flee on a flying motorcycle. Where did it come from and why is it unattended? I don't know. And instead of flying away from the town with all the dangerous armed soldiers, they start flying towards the incredibly more dangerous fal'Cie. The motorcycle gets shot up, so to keep her safe, he throws her towards some kind of portal Stargate thing in the fal'Cie's chest.
Sarah! Sarah!
Okay, why is there a Stargate here? It's like 60 stories in the air. And what's the silver goo supposed to be? What does it do other than, like, creepily grab people? Does the fal'Cie often need to, like, snatch people who wander past its completely unreachable door and then decide not to go in? Oh, I know this one! Hang on, symbolism! Hang on. Symbolism of what? That Michelangelo painting? Okay, why? The painting represents that man is created in God's image, or that God gave man life. And that means nothing in this context. Nothing's being imparted or created in this scene, and the mere thought that this somehow symbolizes that Snow is God... Sorry. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Maybe it's to symbolize that Snow has a really tiny dick. Yeah, I'll roll with that one. Oh, what? He survived that too? What is with this guy? Come on, a bloody nose, a cut lip, his hat gets knocked off, nothing? This guy gets ejected from a high-speed motorcycle accident, and the worst injury he might have received is potentially getting sand in his shoes? Fuck you.
Sarah!
That brings us to now, with Snow still trying to get into the fal'Cie, which has been brought further into the densely populated center of Cocoon instead of out of it. Okay, actually, I don't know if this is closer to Pulse or further away from it, because I have no fucking clue where anything is in relation to any place else. Snow flies off on his motorcycle to the fal'Cie, and so do these two kids, for absolutely no reason. I think it's because Hope, the white-haired kid, saw Snow drop his mom to her death and wants to tell him to go fuck himself. It just seems suicidal when Vanille pushes him into the motorcycle and is all fired up to go. I mean, okay, we find out later on she does have reasons of her own, but I still don't know why that means she has to go someplace so dangerous and endanger other people who aren't even involved. And then there's the tiny little problem of even getting to the incredibly dangerous skyscraper-sized monster god in a rocket-powered motorcycle he's not even sure he can drive, while there's a full-fledged air war going on with giant winged robots with laser cannons actively patrolling the skies, and I've lost count of how many ways this is a stupid fucking idea. Can he even reach the fucking pedals?
Uh-oh.
No, really, I didn't add that. That's actually what you hear. They crash and die horribly, and they're fine. Oh god, now I feel stupid thinking that crashing a flying motorcycle that ejects the driver 40 feet from the crash might seriously injure someone.
Wow, that was close.
Oh, it was? I'm sorry, I guess I wouldn't know, since we didn't get to fucking see it! Oh wait, that would have been exciting. I don't know, maybe they just cut to black because they had no way to explain how the motorcycle crashed here, considering there is literally no way into this chamber from the outside.
Oh, check this out!
Oh, what fresh hell is this?
Well?
Well, what? What the fuck is that supposed to be? Okay, you're seriously gonna have to help me out with this one, guys, because I got nothing here, online or otherwise. She's got this fucking stick with antlers on the end, and the antlers, like, whip out on wires or some shit, and you whack them with the antler whip, and they die.
Yes!
Who comes up with this shit? What kind of fucked up cocaine jag you gotta be on to invent a folding deer antler whip stick? And shit, at this point it probably does more damage than Lightning's gunblade. Hey guys, ditch the sniper rifle, science has invented antler whipsticks. I'm sorry, I know, I keep asking, but where does it come from? Who made it? Why was it made? And why is it here, just stuffed in an arbitrary place on an ancient alien fal'C that Vanille conveniently managed to find after 5 seconds of searching? I'm damn skippy there's not a fucking data log on this one. And while I'm asking questions all over again, what makes Hope and Vanille think they can take on a military-grade cyborg attack hound? They're kids! Kids armed with an antler stick and a boomerang! Wait, hang on. Since fucking when did Hope get a boomerang? I swear to God he just pulled that right out of his ass!
Just like I planned.
Yeah, good job, Psycom. A child can easily wipe out your battle cyborgs with a boomerang. Pretty lame, guys. But even though our heroes are incredibly heavily armed with their gun blades and antlers and boomerangs, it's still incredibly dangerous to just wander here with all the monsters roaming about. And some of the monsters are incredibly dangerous and can kill you rather quickly. So if there's ever a monster encounter too tough for you to handle, you also have these things called shrouds you can use. Shrouds are single-use aerosols that grant you tactical advantages. There's one that makes you tougher and another one that makes you act faster, and Deceptisol shields you from being spotted and attacked by enemies altogether. Ah, there we go! Something futuristic and original at last! So, in the future of Final Fantasy, we've decided that cloaking devices come in aerosol spray cans. You know, ninjas infiltrate heavily guarded fortresses with their invisibility in a can, soldiers prepare for battle by donning their armor deodorant, and you can also use this spray for minty fresh breath and supernatural speed. So congratulations, Final Fantasy XIII. You've finally given me something I can relate to. That is, that I can take this story and its characters almost as seriously as I take the shark repellent spray from the Adam West Batman movie. Hey, how come everyone else can just run past the zombies and I can't? Shit, I think even Sass shoulder bumps one on the way past. So finally all three groups connect so Lightning can punch Snow in the face. God, I love that. Now that Hope finally has a chance to tell Snow off for killing his mom, naturally he completely pussies out. And he pussies out hard. And then he goes off to whine to everyone else about what a douchebag Snow is behind his back. He does this a lot. All he does is bitch. Kid, this really isn't that hard. Hey, shithead!
Yeah?
Fuck you!
Why? What's your problem?
You got my mom killed, you gung-ho cockbrain! You grin like an asshole, and for fuck's sake, brush that fucking hair off from between your fucking eyes, you slimy little jizz bucket! Fuck you! Again, they get together after finding Sarah, who tells them to save Cocoon. Save it from who, what, and how? I don't know, but apparently this is enough to make the fal'C happy and fulfill her focus. And when you do that, instead of becoming a zombie, you become a giant hunk of crystal. Well, makes all the effort totally worth it, doesn't it?
Sarah! Sarah!
Trenchcoat, where you going?
Date with the fal'C. Got some things to talk about.
Have I mentioned that Snow is hopelessly stupid yet? Anyway, everyone else just kind of shrugs and follows him, mainly because, well, what the hell else are they gonna do? You wanna go fist fight the mechanical demigod, or just go home?
I got these things. Might as well use them.
Yes, good thinking, Saz, because I'm sure nobody's ever thought of attacking them with conventional weapons before. Let me know how that works out. Snow tries threatening the fal'C, and it completely ignores him, so he folds immediately and tries begging like a pussy. Lightning goes the Conan route and just starts wailing on the solid hunk of steel with her sword, which I'd say is an idiotic idea, except considering she can cleave robots the size of a Taco Bell in half, this is probably the first time that hasn't worked. Eventually the fal'C wakes up because some dumb bitch is slamming a sword against the walls, and we get to see its true form at last. And it's... yeah, still no idea what I'm looking at. How come the more I see of a fal'C, the less I know what it is? Is the fal'C the entire building, or just this thing? I don't even know if you actually beat it, or if it just gets bored, but either way it zaps everyone and turns them into a l'C. Guys, this whole becoming a l'C thing is just about the only thing you know for sure about fucking with the fal'C. If you could just beat them up, I think someone would have done it by now. This outcome really should not come as a shock to you. Oh, bells! Of course, fal'C have bells! Now I get it! Then, for no reason, the whole place turns to crystal and explodes. Well, that was one long, god-awful game. The ending came out of nowhere. But hey, they're all dead now, so I'll... oh, come on!
Sarah! I guess we fell from up there.
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
We're alive. How?
Sarah! No one survives a fall from that height. Not without a miracle. Sarah saved us!
Bullshit she did! What is this, like a theme or something? It's only been 2 hours of gameplay. 2 fucking hours! And we've already seen characters fall from absurd heights and hit the ground at unbelievable, unsurvivable speeds and just walk away without so much as messing their hair up 3 times. 3! Fucking Looney Tunes had more lasting consequences for falls like this. At least Wile E. Coyote would walk around smooshed like an accordion or something for a few fucking seconds. You know, am I the only one who even cares anymore? It's like when I started, I was this huge Final Fantasy troll, right? I was pissing everyone off. But now it's like all the fans jumped ship long ago, and I'm the only one still talking about it. I'm the only one still getting mad about it anymore. Some people still play the series out of obligation, I guess. But now it's like Square Enix is making the games out of obligation, like an alimony payment. This isn't a review anymore, it's a mercy killing.